April 7th, 2022. Going to talk to you a little bit about what's going on today. We've got NATO voted Russia out of the human rights thing there. They're not voted out of NATO, just that specific area due to the war crimes that they're saying happened in Ukraine. We don't know how that's going to turn out over there. The other thing, you've got Europe and all them are stockpiling medicine, food, stockpiling everything. Got me to thinking. Our own government tells us not to stockpile. You know, FEMA has told you to have 30 days worth of food a couple of years ago. But anybody that goes out and buys food and preps it up or whatever, they're considered a hoarder. You know, oh, you're the problem. Meanwhile, our own country is doing it. Our own country is buying stuff up and stockpiling it. Some of you are going to say, no, we're not. Yeah, our country is stockpiling stuff. A lot of the shortages we're seeing, like I've said before, could simply be that the government is buying it before we ever get to it. Look at ammo shortages. If y'all remember, the ammo suppliers come out and said they're going to make sure that the military and the government gets theirs first, and then we'll sell to the civilian market. Same thing's going on with the food right now, y'all. When you got other countries stockpiling food up, it's going to cause a shortage. When you're having supply chain issues, it's going to cause a shortage. Fertilizer price, as high as it's going to cause a shortage, or going to cause all three of these are going to cause a massive price increase, whether you want to admit it or not. I've been saying, if you're still lucky enough that you have beans and vegetables in your area 2 for $1, or 60 cents a can, you better be buying them and putting them up, because in the fall that 60-cent can of beans is going to be over $1 or $2 a can, whether you want to admit it or not. We're having all kind of issues here. We got droughts out west. We've got countries that are not exporting stuff. They're holding their own, holding it for their own people now. China for over a year now has been stockpiling grains and stuff over there. And you've also now got China back in a lockdown over there. That's going to affect shipping. I've said it before. 90% of the products in stores in America comes from China. Probably 90 to 95% of the stuff in your house is from China. So, now I've also said before, you hear people, I'm not going to shop at Walmart, that's China Mart. Well, your Lowe's, Home Depot, all them stores, every store in America, major retailer is China's, who they sell mostly stuff made in China. Most people know that. Some people refuse to admit it, but you can look it up real easy and read on it, especially the Lowe's. Just type in on the internet, how much of Lowe's products comes from China that they sell. You'll be amazed on that one. Because we've got our own country telling us, you're going to have a food shortage here. You got Europe, all them, they're starting to stockpile stuff up. They're starting to stockpile nuclear and chemical stuff up, to help their people over there. So what's that saying? There's a lot of stuff going on keeping everybody confused. Now you got us wanting to put bases in Poland. This is all ramping up. I said the other day, if you read in history, World War II, you had your Axis powers and all them. That's what this is breaking off into. You've got countries now, Russia's saying, we're only going to sell you, fuel or grains or anything like that, only if you, buy in ruble. Countries are doing it. We're seeing a big split in countries. People are starting to pick sides and, which side they want to be on here when this goes down. Guys, it's getting worse every day. Our gas prices here, yeah, they fell, but they're going to get that money back. Somehow or another, they'll come up with some way to tax us more to get that money back. We're pulling from our oil reserves, and I've said before, a lot of presidents have done that. That's nothing new. It's not something that Biden's doing, but right now, they don't have a plan to put that oil back. What they're pulling out. We're telling Europe over there that we'll help supply your energy needs, quit buying from Russia. They're saying, yeah, we'll quit at the end of the year, we'll quit. So meanwhile, your European countries are still funding this Russian war by buying products from them. It's all a big cluster. It's all distraction. Something bigger's going on. We all know it. We can't tell exactly what it is, but we do know The only way to fix the economy is to crash it. It is so far gone, they've got to crash the economy and build it back up. You know, you hear a lot of these channels on YouTube tell you the stock market's going to crash. The stock market's going to crash. Look at what happened in Russia. They opened, things started falling, they closed, said we're not opening back up. Here in America back, you know, March or April 2020, our stock market, you know, started falling 20, 19, 8, you know. But a lot of people don't understand the stock market has built-in stops. It's at 7% drop, 13% drop, and then they close at 20% drop. That's exactly what America would do to keep the stock market from crashing. You know how we all say that it's just false, you know, they're pumping money into it and everything? That's why. That's one of the reasons why it's built not to crash anymore. Think about it. It dropped 7%. We're going to stop, you know, a couple minutes here, 15 minutes. Then we're going to start back up, and then it drops to 20%. You know, all right, we're going to stop again 15, 20 minutes. All right, they open back up, and it drops 20%. We're closing. We're not doing this. Same way Russia did. You know, we thought we would just destroy their economy with these sanctions. It's costing us more than it's costing the Russians right now. You know, the ruble's back trading close right there where it was before all this started. You've got Russia saying, hey, you're only going to buy from us if you use the ruble. The American dollar, the petrodollar is up in limbo right now. You've got countries, you know, flipping over to the ruble, some flipping to the yuan. This is the start of the fall. You know, it started way back, but this is where it went. You know how I tell you, they're stepping us. They're not going to let it go straight down like that. They're stepping us to condition us, you know, to say, well, okay, that's fine. I got to pay a little more. You know, that's all right. I'll pay a little more. That's what all this is. They're conditioning us to accept eventually a new world order, a digital dollar. You know, if you want food or something, you're going to have to buy it on credit. And I don't mean credit cards. You know, you're going to get like social credits. Guys, this is getting bad. I hope everybody out there is getting stocked up. You know, stock your food to the ceilings. Get you some water purification stuff, tablets, filters, whatever you feel to use. I made a video the other day about a water bladder that goes into a bathtub. That's a great way for emergency water storage because water takes up a lot of space trying to store it. You know, a gallon of water per day per person. You do the math on how much you need for a year there. Nuclear stuff, I'm not specifically going to prep for that. You know, I have what we need if something like that happens, but my theory has always been on that. Either be right where it hits or nowhere near the fallout. That's my theory on it. Other channels, you know, they thrive on that. You know, they're like, survive it this way, survive it that way. That's my theory on it. You know, that's my theory, not yours. I'll either want to be right where it hits or nowhere near the fallout. That's the best way I can put that. But guys, get out there and get stocked up. Y'all got to keep paying attention to what's going on here. Our food prices are fixing to go up again. I keep telling you can't buy stuff tomorrow cheaper than you can buy it today. And you got to get that mentality in your head. If you buy food now, you're hedging a bet that in the fall prices are going to be higher. You're saving money by buying it now. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're gardening, get your gardens in. Buy up seeds. I told you heirloom seeds. Try to get heirloom seeds if you can get them. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like or dislike the video. It doesn't matter to me. The more interaction I have with y'all, the higher up in the analytics I go. You know, comment below and feel free to share these videos. I'm noticing YouTube most of my views were coming from YouTube recommendations, and now it's dropped off to, it's like they're hiding my channel, which I'm not a big channel. But, you know, my channel, you know, you get certain views each day and then all of a sudden you drop back down and you have a little place on your thing where you can look and see where your recommendations are coming from. I was up high on the YouTube recommendations. Now it's just pretty much people sharing the videos. So I thank any of y'all who share them. Like I said, subscribe and tap the bell so you'll know when I post a video. Guys, everybody have a good day. Stay safe. I hope everybody out there is stocked up. If you're not stocked up, get stocking now. Get what you can get. I know times are hard. Hope everybody has a good day.